สวัสดีครับผมเคนไซนะครับจะมาทดสอบการสตรีมนะครับเรามาเริ่มความมันกันเลยดีกว่าครับจัดไปนะครับพี่น้องชาร์ลวิวเป็นการแข่งขันนะครับระหว่าง VGR กับ LG มันแข่งกันไปแล้วเราไปรับชม
far away, but you always knew that you'd be the one to work while they all play. And you
นะครับยิงนะครับจะรอดไหมครับเนี่ยดูนะครับดูของยางนะครับวิ่งหนีแล้วครับ DDC ครับเป็นเล่น Witch Doctor นะครับอัพท่าหนึ่งมานะครับเต็มที่เลยครับโดนใหญ่แล้วครับตอนนี้ LGD ดำมาแล้ว1เกมนะครับมาดูกันได้เลยนะครับเกลียดผ้าครับผมเลยให้ฝรั่ง
First blood. Broken first blood. Just a little.
十是
上路的
上路
something do that top lane here, so a quick 1-1 apiece.
Yeah, it was literally at the exact same time. There's
illusion.
But Jawade got good CS bottom lane. He's able to pick up a bounty rune for himself, and now it's a double range creep going into his way, so he's going to be getting a lot in this off lane, which is as expected. I mean, there's not really too much you could do with the Sven and a Witch Doctor versus a Void.
Yeah.
You can pressure him a bit, but no way that you're going to burst him down unless he's in a completely wrong position.
Yeah, in the last game, in the position of LGD, they had the MMY Disruptor to kind of help with the silent push, and with the benefit of a glimpse, you could do a number even on a Void who was able to time walk away. But yeah, you're right. With a Witch Doctor, things become a bit more tricky. So we're gonna have to see if they're gonna find any sort of way to keep Zhao Wei in check. Otherwise, he's just gonna go straight for his level 6 and be able to kind of make a team fight impact sooner than later.
Yeah. And Yang, although he died top, he did get a lot of experience before dying, so he's level 3 already. Now he goes toward the jungle.
And already Zhao Wei will kind of make his maneuver over to try to contest the pull if possible. No real surprises there. September though. Looks like he's kind of make some movements here. Still anticipates there's a contention around this neutral camp. Another arrow connection in the mid lane. It's for maybe. FY on the mark with those arrows already.
Yeah, because he's missing a few CS that I feel like he shouldn't be, but still at the same time he's getting those kills to make up for it.
That has got to be a bit frustrating now if you're maybe. And is there anything you can do to respond to this? It's just FY going in the dark, but Yang?
Oh, they do stack the trap and the hex, but they should have enough damage with the stun and all this.
It looks like they will. And obviously with the help of Aggressive and his magic missile, we'll be able to have plenty of lockdown there.
Yeah, they're going to go for this timing of the tower push with the catapult double creep wave. Like I was saying yesterday, that 313 catapult push or whatever you want to call it. And a nice arrow from FY. Takes up the troll creep. Dodges the stun.
Nicely done from FY, but LGD turning it up already with this early game push, very different from the LGD style we're used to. Wonder if it's something that BP Gaming were anticipating here.
Maybe getting pressured a lot in this mid lane, having no bottle, Mikasa already with the boots and the bottle, securing himself a rune by being so aggressive. The top tower is going to go down here.
Yes, it will.
And we do see ZYF going for that full greedy build. No boots, he's going to go straight for that Dominator to get those stacks going as fast as possible.
We got a double mango here just in case if something does decide to break out, but
Mikasa again, blinking in aggressively on Maybe. Maybe still no bottle. Like, Mikasa's doing a great job. Like, even though FY isn't there, at this point he needs to just be as aggressive that he can be.
FY's definitely set up Mikasa to be in a strong lane position. So now that he's already done that for the benefit of his Queen of Pain, where does FY go from here now, roaming around? He's actually invested more into the arrow at this point. Probably still may look around for another floating arrow here and there, but
yeah, he can make his way just between the bottom and the mid lane whenever he wants. But I think he realized that there was wards in his jungle, so he doesn't really want to focus too much on bottom. They need to land the stuns quite perfectly in order to kill Zhao Wei with the Stormhammer, with the arrow, and then if they need the follow-up Witch Doctor stun. And here we go. Let's see if they get it.
Okay, FY waits up and above, but yeah, Zhao Wei to help with that ward. We'll see the rotation over from FY and will not bother to be caught out and take the long journey back to get to his lane here as he continues his trek for that level 6. Up on the other side, September has to take the grind back to the base here.
Again, instantly, I mean, Mikasa has a lane ward. He sees maybe TP into the mid lane, just blinks onto the high ground, Shadow strikes him right away, and maybe still no bottle on him. While Mikasa has boot, his no, his stick, his bottle, and 500 gold for that.
Yeah, nearly level 7 at this point. Well, maybe trying to even just get towards his level 5. Very uncharacteristic of a matchup, but obviously got to give the credit for FY for kind of giving this much of an advantage already.
Yep.
And we'll step back and start building up some potential stacks, or at least keeping tabs here on these pesky little creeps.
Yep. September was trying to block the stack, but kills the creep, and now the first ancient stack of the game.
It's a funny looking little skeleton here. He is not attacking anything, but alright, good for you, buddy. Take his business out elsewhere and maybe makes his return. It does have the bottle now, but still has to continue to grind it out if he wants to play catch up. And now September is going to be here by his side. He's just got to find his way back into this game at this point. While FY, he's looking to line up the shot. They ping it out.
They've got a lane ward now, though, so he should be able to see the arrows coming a little bit sooner. Both teams with the mid
Arrows
ward.
out, maybe.
Tanks in cleared.
Thank you, Hellbear Smasher. He'll play the bouncer for this one. Still will hand up for a little bit of farm for FY, which he'll be thankful for.
Yeah, he's going to have his arcane boots at a pretty decent timing.
Arrows of Abundance going to be coming out here very soon. How's Yang doing over here on his Doom? 29 and 0 CS. They already lost that tier 1 tower, so he's had a full lane to kind of work with here. And this is where things can be kind of awkward, I guess, for your Vengeful Spirit. She's not known to be a big jungle farmer, but it's like typically in lane, working business there. And if she's off the lane, then you can anticipate she's probably looking to make a fight happen.
You want to see one crazy thing, though? Click on MMY right now. Lion.
There we go,
Look at his money.
How does he do it? How does he do it?
Oh my god, he's just been pulling. He farms the pull, he's got 18 CS, they took the tower.
Are you serious?
He actually is gonna have a blink at such an early time, as always.
This guy is ridiculous. I swear to God, I'm gonna be checking every single MMY line replay after this is over.
He's just efficient. He's very efficient. He gets all the last hits. You see, he's almost tied up with maybe in last hits. And now another arrow coming out. Thank you, Centaur.
Man, whether it's finding those last hits in efficient farm or participating in any sort of early skirmish, MMY always there to kind of bring up those resources. And now you're gonna have a blink dagger to work with here very soon.
Yeah, they're giving him the lane. He's gonna have blink as soon as he hits 6.
It's just incredible.
A little bit later than his other blink dagger, which was 7 minutes, but I mean, you're gonna have like an 8-minute and 30 or 9-minute blink dagger on your support lion right now.
It looks like they might be posturing up here for a go onto Zhao Wei. If they can force him to bump back early, now they're gonna make the jump. FY anticipates the leap back. There it is. Zhao Wei looks ahead to the side shop here. He has a TP. He's looking to hide. They are gonna swarm him here. And with the stun and with the arrow, he has nowhere to go. And they will be able to chop him down.
Yep.
Nice efficient grab will put VG Reborn ahead and kills now 3-2. And now we're going to be seeing these level 6s come together. Mikasa, already level 8. Is it on him now? Does he take the time to now venture elsewhere and it's time to put the Sonic Wave to work?
Yeah, I think he could have with Yang with the Doom, but Yang actually uses the Doom himself up on MMY. He doesn't want MMY free farming, but MMY's got his blink.
Oh, mid lane. Maybe makes his appearance. Mikasa trades off a couple of nuking damage. Look to turn back, still holds that Sonic Wave here, and he's happy to dance around, even with this low life. September is creeping in. Oh, Sonic Wave jump screen, and it's over. Quick jump there from Mikasa.
There we go.
Punishes
Mikasa
maybe.
looking very good this game, but of course attributed to FY's beautiful arrows.
And that's maybe 0 and 3 already on his Wind Ranger.
Definitely not what you want. Just like we were saying, LGD's lineup really emphasizes on this laning phase.
There it is. The Blink Dagger now complete, and he's actually already smoked up, waiting for an opportunity to potentially make a go, and has his Finger of Death. So
yeah, he was just too late. Like, he was in position for that because he knew Mikasa was dive, but he was just a couple yards too far away to get the position to get the stun and the finger up on him. Looks like he's going to use a secondary smoke right away with aggressive to go for the play on bottom lane with Zhao Wei's Chronosphere.
Arrow, swing and a miss here for Zhao Wei, but yeah, with a Chrono, with a line, with a Finger, with a Hex, unless VG totally fail on this lane, no one's going to be surviving whoever they catch, and it looks like it will be FY. Quick work from MMY on this one.
But that's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
You know, that's the support around it. Thankfully you get the kill on him though. MMY gets more farm.
Murata happy to tank the gank on this one. Oh, Mikasa jumps, blinks in for harassment onto Maybe for this, and now gets caught up with a shackle. Focus fire. CYF going to be forced to step in, gets the stun for Maybe. All the meanwhile, they are going to get the finish for Mikasa. It's a trade apiece between mid laners on this one. Now potential converge. LGD we're going to consider pursuing for more. They still hold that Xiaowei Chrono if necessary, but they are not going to adventure towards that mid lane at this point.
Yeah, and that's a 1, 2, 3, 4 ancient stack waiting for the spend when he wants to with his next
Yummy. And something I'm sure that LGD are not aware of at the moment, but might look to keep tabs on.
Oh, they definitely saw it. September went up there and checked it out. But either way, I don't even know if they can contest it. They're gonna have to bring like everybody to do it. And
Yeah.
looks like that might be what they're doing. They have 4 heroes in the mid lane.
Well, but we have a smoke on the other side though from Vici Gaming here. And
They've got
they're gonna
Sonic
migrate.
Wave, they've got Doom, they have God Strength, but they do not have Death Ward.
No Death Ward.
They see the movements coming down toward this bottom lane though.
Here's Xiaowei. But MMY's there first. Yang shows up.
Oh, he gets hit by the tick of the Scorched Earth.
Instant Doom, yeah, so Instant Doom, your Lion, going to be a bit disabled here. Now they're jumping from Mikasa while Yang's also in trouble to get the finish for MMY, and then they get a quick turnaround finishing off Yang. Mikasa, ooh, Sonic Wave, going to be just under, and now they look to get the finish on her. She's time dilated, so can't quickly make it away here, as all cooldown's going to be completely frozen. They need a bit more, they'll be able to get it. September, the double kill. And they're not done yet. They see DDC very low, and he's going to get sniped down from Maybe. Good connection there. Quickly, 3 hit the deck from VGR.
Yeah, I think they were just a little bit too aggressive there. They should have just been happy with the 1 kill they got in. Oh, nice arrow there by FY, but I didn't even feel like Mikasa should have quad ulted there. He already had time dilation on himself. He used 3 spells. Using that quad ult, he slowed him down even more and was letting them to catch up on him. I think he would have probably died anyway, but using that Sonic Wave is pretty crucial, putting it on cooldown. However, they do have Sven. He farmed that full ancient stack during that time.
Ooh, yes. Quickly bumps him up to the top of the net worth now.
Still a great rotation by LGD, picking up 3 kills as well as a tower.
I mean, they rotated down there, but it was almost more so Vici Gaming were the ones trying to pursue a big team fight, having that full 4-man smoke, but as you alluded to, it's obviously LGD who are the bigger successors on this one. And with that takedown, they also take a tier 1. And now if they would like, they could plant down some more aggressive wards here. They already have 1. And they're going to make the full rotation towards this mid lane right now. Xiaowei leading out the front here.
No chrono up though, but they do get a swap.
Swap back mid lane. It's on Mikasa here.
Oh, and he gets bursted down.
Very easily. And look at that. Even from behind, a step in from MMY and his finger. Going to get the finish onto DDC. That's 2 down
Nice
already.
body blocks.
And now Yang could be in trouble. He's going to be hexed up. Xiaowei right-clicking him apart. And the long javelins begin to fly. If September could get a couple of more, it'd be good. But no, not going to be able to make chase.
So, very nice body block by Xiaowei. If he had gotten a lucky bash there, perhaps they would have gotten the kill. But showing some life in them, they're making the movements like they need to, putting on that aggression. Even though the laning phase didn't go completely in their favor, they're making the movements to make up for that because it's still only 13 minutes in. They still have the timing for themselves.
How do you reevaluate the situation if you're Vici Gaming? It feels like almost the styles have done a complete turnaround between these two teams. You're seeing LGD more on pursuit, looking to move forward, take fights, and start pressing the objectives here. And while Vici Game Reborn are looking to take things a bit slower and allow their Sven to really farm up in this game.
I think that they're kind of happy with this. Not extremely happy, but they're probably not too disappointed because the Sven's getting free stacks. Got Treads, Dominator, SNY, 14 minutes. 136 CS at the 14-minute mark.
Will ZYF be able to turn around the unsuccessful streak of Sven in this tournament? Perhaps to see.
Yeah. They do have Sonic Wave up again. It looks like they're going to go for another smoke play right now. Do they want to bring the Sven in? I'm pretty sure they do because he is massive.
All right, let's see if he can get
They
these.
go for the Roche.
Let's see if he can get his hands dirty here for the first time. Oh, he's heading right for the pit. And they're going to go for it, leading in, of course, with that Marana arrow.
That ward, I don't know if, I think the ward caught vision of it for like a split second on the Dire side, but they're definitely unaware of this Roshan. This is a beautiful play by Avicii.
Looks like they're in. MMY's close by, but Oh, they scouted now. Power shot, maybe.
It's just a bit too late.
MMY, is he going pretty ham here? Joe, he jumps in, gets off the stun. Roche not going down yet, now going to get popped. Mikasa able to quickly snag up that Aegis, but Zhao Wei jumps in, gets the chrono, only connects for ZYF, but he is under the moonlight shadow and will not be spotted. That's going to be a chrono for nothing. BG Gaming, a successful Roche attempt by them. Arrow out. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Close.
Very, very close there.
And now they'll just segue this into what looks like a tier 1 push here on the bottom lane. Nice little turnaround for BG Gaming, and look at that, just with that Roche alone and this tower push, is creeping into a net worth advantage for LGD, but they squared things back even. Got your drums now sporting on your Doom. Ben quickly goes for the Ogre Club. It looks like he's going to go straight for that BKB pickup. Just gets right back into the grind farm here.
Yeah, September doing a great job though. He's trying to mess with this ancient stacking as much as possible. However, there is already a triple stack there.
Yeah.
He sent the catapult there before. I was looking at it off the camera, but the Banshee actually ended up killing it and got the stack anyway. The Ghost, sorry. Also, with the Aegis, it looks like he's opting for that Orchid, and he is getting pretty close. He is about 1,500 gold away from it.
And it looks like DDC will go straight for the Ether Lens here on his Witch Doctor as well. Will allow him to kind of hang in the back lines, because when you got a Chronosphere on the other side, obviously don't want to get caught out with that. That's the thing, I mean, Witch Doctor, Void, we know them to be great together, but Witch Doctor also very good against. One Death Ward could obviously deter them from taking advantage of any sort of big Chrono setup.
Yeah.
Especially when he has that extra range to work with.
Here we go.
And he goes right for him. He's like, I want that BKB. Shreds apart this ancient stack like it's nothing. Golem's like, screw you. Taking out my family.
Level 13 Sven, and what level's aggressive now? He's level 11, so he's trying to keep up, but of course there is no way to keep up with this Helm of the Dominator Sven.
But, I mean, dude, are we supposed to feel like for this Vengeful Spirit that she needs to come online and be much more of an impact before the Sven even has the chance? Like, I just feel like when you make a commitment for a core Vengeful Spirit, you're making that commitment that you're looking to come online and be a powerhouse much earlier.
Yeah, at least a bit, but he is finding pretty decent farm. He's got 100 CS, 2 kills, 4 assists. He's making a lot of movements, doing basically everything he can as the Vengeful Spirit at this point.
Still, though, they are kind of taking things easy a bit, obviously, with the benefit of the Aegis on the side of BG Gaming. Reborn, you're not going to go too fight heavy, but I'm sure once it does go down, they're going to look to go back on the grind here again. It looks like tension towards the mid lane. BG Gaming Reborn see a very weak and wounded tier 1, and they want to gobble up that free money here. Zhao Wei waiting here in the dark, though. Woo! Sidestep will avoid the arrow, but has that Chronosphere in the pocket. And he will be able to step in and get the deny. Very touchy from both teams. Now they jump in, they get the Doom connection for September. Sonic Wave's going to be a move from MMY. Can't get the finish yet, but they will be able to get that Lion taken out. And now moving in, nice stun connection. Good swap save from Aggressive here, but they're still going to be able to get the finish there for Zhao Wei. Now they look for Aggressive. Aggressive not going to be able to make it away. Already committing out the stun. He goes down as well. BG Gaming Reborn taking the first significant fight for them, and they're even going to get September. He tried to TP on the high ground, but they get spotted out. And 4 go down all day from LGD.
Your bench is swapping out your offlaner, and he's the core bench and dying. Yeah. That is really unfortunate.
This will lead to a tier 2, so you're talking tier 1 that was denied, but also the fight and a tier 2 can be easily completed now for your ZYF Sven, and that jumped up to quickly near 7,500 gold advantage already for BG Gaming.
Yeah, and they're gonna just keep stacking as well, and now they're gonna put a little bit more of the efficiency game. But either way, they're just pretty secure in this game, because now they're even going to be able to farm up FY's mech. LGD isn't going to be able to have a mech of their own on their side. Yeah, LGD is going to be feeling pretty desperate at this point. They're going to have to keep making smoke plays, constantly using their ultimates, using their Chronosphere every single time, using the finger every single time, finding kills, doing anything they can to at least alleviate some of the pressure.
This age is set to expire, and perhaps LGD know that. They smoke and they go on the move here, looking to take back the momentum.
2,200 HP Sven with ice armor from the Doom, and Doom is actually ice armoring everybody. FY gonna go down here for sure.
Jump in, they don't commit the finger here. ZYF is gonna get caught under a chrono set up from Zhao Wei. But then TDC steps in with the coconut, and as you said, he is just too big of a behemoth to be able to bring down. He goes right for Aggressive. the core player here, and easily chunks him down. They will be able to get the response, taking down that Aegis from Mikasa. Two-man connection here from ZYF as he makes his move easily. God. Takes apart maybe. Now they look for September. It looks like back-to-back four-man takedowns here for VGR. They're going to walk her home, though. They're walking her home.
I'll do better.
Oh, man, that is some...
Made him work for it a little bit, but still, yeah. It's looking extremely difficult for LGD. In the landing phases didn't go favorable for them. F-wide landing those beautiful arrows, and yeah, there's not too much that they can actually do at this point. I mean, we saw the Sven, if he gets chronoed, I think the only way that he dies if he's completely alone, and even then it's still going to be pretty hard to bring him down. He is huge.
Yeah,
almost
be alone.
16 too.
Have to hope he doesn't pop his BKB before the chrono so they can burst him with the addition of the finger.
I mean,
It
if
is
he
a
has
lot.
ice armor, I don't think they can kill him even without the BKB in the chrono. He's got, with Warcry, he has 45 armor.
That is just something else.
Yeah, now this is going to be even harder now for Zhao Wei because there's an Orchid on Mikasa. Now they go for the invis.
Okay.
Stun coming out.
Stun.
Still follows.
Two
but
different stunts here. The coconut even. Still bouncing between the two here. Ah, that's unfortunate. Still though, follow-up opportunity there for VG Gaming, and
Arrow.
they'll just continue to lob arrows and hope to catch anyone outside the front door of LGD. But you're looking at LGD already confined into their base.
Yeah, VG
not
doesn't
farming
need to
out the
rush
map.
anything.
Yeah. God, look at the net worth between Sven and everyone else in this game. He's in a league of his own right now.
It's something you expect, especially if there's no way for you to stop this ancient stacking, it's gonna happen. Like, this Sven's gonna have at least one item on top of your core, but at this point now he's having 2, maybe even 3 items on top of aggressive soon.
Now we've been able to pick up the Blink Dagger here. And you know the benefit of Blink Dagger, especially when you're going against the Faceless Void, quick double tapping out and can't avoid the trouble. This is going to be a very difficult game for Zhao Wei to find the key setup. What do you do now though if you're LGD? Making the most obviously of the map out there and obviously employing the buddy system so that no one will be kind of fending for themselves.
I mean, they have to just farm. I mean, I don't really know what they can do in this game, to be quite honest with you. I don't think that they can do too much. They have to just hope that Vici makes some big mistakes. People are farming alone, out of position, and go for those kills with their ultimates. But yeah, still, it's looking quite grim.
And
Now, September, they
Gaming.
see you. They want to commit for this right away.
Jump in.
They go on maybe in the back.
Yep.
He gets the wind run off,
But the arrow. Ooh.
catch him. Kaz.
Oh, the coconut though. Okay. LGD just narrowly escaping.
Oh, they get killed by Zhao Wei, though.
Zhao Wei's in trouble. He retreats down south while ZYF decides to turn for anyone coming out the mid lane here, and they look to make the move. Zhao Wei will be going down. ZYF still on chase for September here. September just taking him on a wild goose chase though, up and above to the north. ZYF says, "I want meal for dinner."
Yeah,
Not
he
gonna be able
expended
to
his
do that.
BKB there. I feel like I don't really know what happened because he stunned aggressive and then he BKB'd it. He blinked right next to him and then just completely avoided him. He just ran the direct opposite way. So I feel like maybe he got a little bit afraid of like the buyback potential from Zhao Wei or something. He didn't want to commit jumping on the high ground for him, and he just went for September. And it doesn't end up getting the kill. Uses his BKB, which brings it down to 8 seconds already, but it doesn't really matter too much. They at least got 1 kill with the Doom.
Now they can make that comfortable go towards the mid lane if they have the benefit of an extra life here. The Roche is up.
Yeah, they've got 2 wards up in that mid lane, so they see the rotations coming out from LGD.
They will wait their window of opportunity to make a go at the Roche.
At the ready.
Okay, Zhao Wei hanging here, jumps in
They're
Chrono.
gonna try it. Let's see if they can get
I
him.
like to ZYF, but there's the counterplay coming out the Moonlight Shadow here. Can they burst down this mighty Sven? They're trying their damnedest to do it, and they will finally get it done. That is a decent bounty going the way. MNY will pick up the last hit. It's 994 gold, but it's about 2,500 of a net worth swing when you factor in that micro of a rubber band factor.
Yeah, I think if any of his team was closer, that would not happen. Or I think if he was Ice Summer, he might not have died as either.
Now this could be a nice momentum swing if they make the go for the Rose. So
And buyback though.
they don't want anything to do with it, and as you said, a buyback's going to be there. Mikasa quickly blows up and takes down a couple of supports, and now Yang moves on in, and the aggressive hits the deck just as fast. Just as LGD think they get something going here, ZYF makes his mighty return and wants payback here, and just slashes apart the Faceless one.
They could even see there, they didn't even need this Sven for the team fight because every single ultimate was expended to kill him.
And now this will lead to a smooth and easy Roche. Things not looking so good for LGD in game number 2.
Yeah, the cask in that fight as well was just beautiful. Bounce between 3 different heroes, and then bounce between the Roche and the Enchantress multiple times.
LGD obviously coming into the second match with a 1-game advantage. Trying something a bit different for their competitive play. Trying to ramp up the speed. Giving aggressive the vengeful spirit. And unfortunately, their timing window might have just missed its mark entirely. You got to give credit all the way back. FY really securing Mikasa, a wonderful mid lane. And Sven just really had all the time in the world to farm up.
I really like the way FY drafted in this game. He recognized the fact that LGD can only win if they win these laning phases. He picks the Mirana just to mess with the mid lane a bunch. His bans were basically perfectly. He left aggressive he left the LGD in a position to put aggressive on a hero that he doesn't really play too often. Not saying that he can't play because of course he's an incredible player, but just the lineup overall just doesn't feel like it has much going for it.
And now for a tier 2 here in the bottom lane from Vici Gaming. LGD, they recognize that they're going to probably be losing a lot of their outer towers here very soon. They'll just make do with what they can across the map. Aggressive goes to work here at the top lane. Still trying to work towards what looks like a BKB as he holds the recipe in his stash. Zhao Wei grinding his way up, possibly for a Blink Dagger. How can we feel about LGD's high ground now, though? It doesn't look like the most appealing high ground defense, even though this is the high ground kings.
Yeah, they don't really have too much follow-up for the Chronosphere. They have the Windrunner Focus Fire. He has a Blink Dagger now to get in position every single time. They have Impetuses, they have the Lion as well, but they don't really have any of those, I guess you could say, like enormous team fight ultimates to follow up with the Chronosphere. Yeah. There's no real AoE after the Chrono either. It's just like a power shot and the stuns. And we do see now another Ancient stack being cleared up for ZYF. Nom nom.
Oh my. Where do you go from here if you're Sven? How can the rich just continue to get richer?
He has a lot of different options he can go for. Probably just finish the Satanic because he has the Aegis.
Him and the company will take their move up towards the top lane where tier 2 still stands.
I mean, if he has Satanic, he's gonna have like, what, 2800 HP, 2900 HP?
That and the armor. Oof.
Yeah, and then all the armor, and it seems like Yang is deciding to hang on to that ice armor, which I think is the right choice.
Almost any style, if you will, just kind of making sure to secure the extra armor, except
like
for
ZYF did buy something, and yeah, it's a Satanic.
There it is. And now comes Vici Gaming Reborn. Obviously LGD not looking to defend this tier 2 whatsoever. They make their moves anywhere far away from where Vici Gaming are. It's not until they come knocking at the door that they're going to be forced back into their base to try to stop them, but I'm sure even them.
How do you kill this Sven? He even has Aegis. Not 2900 HP Sven.
I'm sure he's going to be pretty content moving up there and doing the siege work here. And in fact, they're even going to be committing a Moonlight Shadow.
Oh, dodge by maybe.
Yep, will avoid the stun. ZYF instead turns, goes to the tower. Arrow going to be out. MMY will sidestep it, jumping from Zhao Wei, gets up a time dilation. A nice little chrono here, and they'll get quickly take down the Aegis. So that's one kill.
Blows up MMY. Beautiful play there, but
Ryan just instantly going to be dropped on this one. Jumps back after committing him with the Sonic Wave, and maybe pinches and pokes, tries his best to slow him down with a shackle shot, not going to be able to get the connection. And this tier 3 set to fall. Or a little aggressive.
Yeah, they have no way of defending their Rex. Like, their chrono is down, all their spells are down. Like, there's just no way.
They can jump in time dilation. Okay, nice jump dodge. Back, avoids the dodge.
Nice shackle. The heal is on him.
Okay. This is it. They're trying their best to focus suspense. Then they're going to be popping his BKB.
Pops the BKB, pops his panic, and some creeps. And
really?
Witch Doctor heal, topping everybody off.
Yep. And they're just like, what are you going to do about it?
They're not even, look at that, they're completely ignoring Zhao Wei.
No respect for the director on this one.
they don't care at all. They're like, we don't need to kill anybody. Like, we're just going to take the buildings, and that's
I mean, it happened last game. Vici made the first move of the base, took the 1 racks, but this time they are in so much more of a farmed position with a much better roster to work with. There's just few outs at this point for LGD. This is almost a desperation smoke movement coming out, hoping to catch out Vici Gaming Reborn, maybe with their pants down. in hopes of taking a big swing. Yeah, if they can make a couple of pickoffs, you know, they will be due for a huge amount of gold. But this is already an ambitious move by them. MMY, who drops the ward. They'll see Yang here commit in with the stun. And they'll try their best to burst him down. Still not going to be able to be enough. Xiaowei does step in the follow-up. Still no chrono for 10 seconds. And they are like, okay, we have just awoken the beast. And they'll have to get out. Xiaowei will lose his life. September barely able to etch away. Mikasa had committed his BKB, it looked like, but...
I mean, it is a Shiva's Doom with ice armor, so he's got 32 armor as well as slowing you every time you even get any hits on him.
This one just looks to be Vici gaming all day. I mean, from the laning stage to this moment.
Yeah, I really have to attribute, like, really have to give so much props to FY. The draft was beautiful, like, the plays were beautiful. Aggressive actually gets forced to use his BKB. Swaps in the Sven, but
ooh,
BKB
not
popped,
even
and
going to be able to get the shackle or anything. And yeah, BKB, turn and run. And they'll just go back here, almost giving LGD a little bit of their own medicine here. Like, okay, we can take it slow.
They're going to fake back up, probably smoke. Oh, not smoke, just use the Mirana ulti instead. And now they're going to go, if anybody steps up, they're going to go on them right away.
Right now it's maybe.
Looks like maybe.
Dump in, stun, slash, slash, slash. See you later, Wind Ranger. Follow-up from Yang as he does get that Doom onto aggressive. But they're just going to go right for the prize here. Tier 3 set to fall.
Right for the jugular, and it looks like they're just trying to close this game out. Now this time they can kill Xiaowei. He's got no buyback. He does have the chrono up, but yeah, he's dead for 50 seconds.
I mean, aggressive. Yeah, he's like trying to do anything. He's just tickling, and that's the right call to make. Really nothing LGD could do in this one. Wonderful performance from Vici Gaming. Wonderful showing from FY in particular. Beautiful draft setup. Yeah. And
it really was just, I mean, the draft setup, LGD could win this game, potentially, but they had to snowball out of control in the laning phase.
And that just was not happening.
And it seemed like Vici just were very well prepared for this game too. You saw FY TP instantly to the mid lane. He gets that aggressive ward into the enemy jungle, so they're able to catch September's movements all the time. I mean, Yang just goes into his big camp. September can't get a creep there. And yeah, I mean, the arrows, of course, you have to give him credit for that, landing them on maybe.
He landed like 3 straight in that mid lane, man.
Yeah, it was just really well played by them, and just a beautiful draft by FY.
I mean, if you had to try to rattle the brain of LGD when they made this kind of approach into game number 2, I'm sure you have the one game to work with, so you could be a bit experimental. Yeah. But this felt like really experimental from LGD. We've seen them try out some new stuff. We saw them pull out that off-lane puck, but here and now, the aggressive vengeful spirit, the very high-tempo play, it just felt like a completely different team.
Yeah, I feel like this game they have to just really put out of their minds. Just think about the way the drafting went.
จบไปแล้วนะครับกับอีก1เกมนะครับโอ้โหไม่อยากจะเชื่อเลยฮะตีเสมอได้ครับต่อไปนะครับแบทแมนเจ้าพ่อสเปกเตอร์นะฮะเดี๋ยวเรามาต่อกันอีกคลิปดีกว่านะครับสำหรับคลิปนี้ผมขอลาไปเท่านี้ก่อนนะครับแล้วพบกันใหม่ครับสวัสดีครับ